Hello everyone, welcome back. Another episode of Bitcoin in Real Life. Gonna use the same intro as I did with my Will Have Gun Will Travel series. If you haven't seen that, then well, I guess you may or may not know what's in this backpack and in my fanny pack. So anyways, I am in San Francisco, and you can tell because if you look over there you see the fog rolling in. And a couple more, I would say about maybe around 7 o'clock, that fog's going to just tumble on through all the way into your downtown. Anyways, here in San Francisco for a few days, visiting my partner, and traveling through to Portland, Oregon, Seattle, Washington, coming back down again into San Francisco and back into Los Angeles. So anyways, nice little house on the roof right there. Anyways, let me cut out and I'll cut back in. Hello everyone, welcome back. And here I am. I'm over at the I don't know where I am, but you can see a little trolley going up there. I'm on the top of Nordstrom's at the restaurant they have. Really great place to eat and have a nice view. And you see that right there. You see that's the trolley, and I bought tickets to go on there. I'm gonna go to Fisherman's Wharf, and then come on right back, and then go back to the hotel here.
All around me, my mind says prepare to fight.
Alright, taking the ride on the trolley. Let's see where I can go with my fanny pack and my backpack. And, well, San Francisco, different than all the other cities, but supposedly this is the place of Coinbase, Kraken, some other Bitcoin companies, and then some. So let's see what this place is all about. So anyways, let me cut in and cut out.
But before all of that happened, that's my life away.
Alright, cutting out, cutting back in. I like this song. I'll play it out. Oh yeah. Alright, here comes the trolley. Cut out. Cut back in later. Alright, this is what it's like to ride in a trolley. Almost like a train. Almost like a train, but except you're not in a train. San Francisco treat, everybody. San Francisco treat. Rice-A-Roni. Anyways, I want to go ahead and I'll be taking the trip to the wharf during the day, and then hopefully you'll get a little twilight out there. We can see the lights coming back during the night. I hear it's a different experience riding the trolley during the day than riding the trolley at night. So we'll see how it goes. Ooh, really crowded now. Oh man. All aboard. Choo choo. Cutting out. Alright, this is the end of the trolley ride. And then over there is, towards the end, way down there is Fisherman's Wharf. So there you go. Hey everyone. I made it. Fisherman's Wharf. I don't know what pier, but anyway, you can see the fog rolling in. Very typical. Coldest winter I've ever experienced. Summer in San Francisco. There it is. Fisherman's Wharf. Live music. Police patrolling the area.
Everything's gonna be alright. Everything's gonna be alright. Everything's gonna be alright.
Everything's gonna be alright because I got my fanny pack
Everything's gonna be alright.
and I got my backpack
Everything's gonna be alright. Everything's gonna be alright.
and I got my Bitcoins.
No woman, no cry. No woman, no cry. Hey. No man, no cry. No woman, no cry.
Alright, as we go. Man, I just like this song. That's all. Fuck the copyrights, you know. Something that could bring joy and harmony into the world. Who would want to copyright that? Only a greedy son of a bitch corporate executive would. Or a politician. Someone power hungry. You know, there really is strength in numbers. It only takes one person to change the course of history. Amazing what one bullet can do. The power of self-empowerment. Anyways, let me cut out. Alright, I'm cutting back in, and you can tell from the sky it's all gray because the fog has rolled in, and like I said, the coldest winter I've ever experienced is summer in San Francisco. Everyone's all cold now. Anyways, I just enjoyed a live performance, street performance. They have this over here at Pier 39. Place to go, you know. Anyway, enjoyed it very much. Left a very generous tip, about $100. Very entertaining, of course. All thanks to Bitcoin, because that's where the money came from. Sorry about that, I got a call, but you can see the fog rolling in. Somewhat cold or colder than what people were used to. Not snowing anything, they're not going to obviously freeze their balls off, but cold. So, coldest winter I ever had. Summer in San Francisco, everyone. Anyways, I'm about to go inside and get something to eat. So, all thanks to Bitcoin. All thanks to the creator who created Bitcoin. That's where all my money comes from. That's where everything that I have comes from. And so go out there and spread the use of Bitcoin or wherever you go, even though people don't know where all the money comes from, have no idea. Just go out there and spend it. Maybe one day they'll realize where all things come from. Anyways, I'll cut out and cut back in later. Hello everyone, I'm still in San Francisco and enjoying the view and enjoying the restaurant here. And yeah, I still got carrying my backpack and my fanny pack. So there you go. I'll cut out later, or cutting out now. Cut back in later. Hello everyone, welcome back. This is a final cut in and cut out of Bitcoin in real life, San Francisco. Never made a video about that in particular, I don't think. I know I made one when I was in Oakland. So let's talk about some of the things that has happened. A few things that has happened is, first of all, let's talk about the halvening. Nothing happened. Nothing great happened during the halvening, which I didn't really expect anything to happen since the price of Bitcoin went from, what, 350 to 400 after its initial movement in price from last year, from 400, 350 to 400 to almost $800. I think pretty much that was the halvening right there. The actual halvening just took place on, I don't know, July 10th or 9th or something like that. I'm not sure when, but it happened. So I think what's been happening is um, I'm not sure. I've never had a problem getting any Bitcoin from any of my miners. They're all, you know, they're either sending me Bitcoin or I'm buying Bitcoins from them. So that's that. The other thing is, so I think the price has already moved on that. So if you were already thinking about getting in on this halvening thing, well, if you just look at the price chart, you can kind of see where it began and where it ended. So that's that. Um, but I do think gradually as the supply of Bitcoins are eventually sold, and the reward finally doesn't quite meet up with the demand, the supply doesn't meet up with the demand, you're going to get an increase in price. That's the theory, right? That's the idea. So far since Bitcoin's creation, that's what it's done so far. So about 75, a little bit more than 75% of all Bitcoins have been mined. That last 25%, well, let the mining begin. This is going to be where I think mining is going to be critical, because literally that supply is dwindling. So only about 100 years left to do this. So got to do that. And then what else? The Brexit finally happened. Someone emailed me today asking me if the Brexit affected Bitcoin, and apparently not. There was some rumors that it was not going to be a Brexit. The UK was going to stay in the European Union. The price of Bitcoin did fall a little bit, and then when vote finally came out and they were going to exit, the price just went back to where it was. Nothing major, just up and down, consolidating into a triangle again. That's all it did. And then, so far it seems like the Britons aren't running to Bitcoin as a lot of people anticipated. And I really believe none of that shit really matters, because Bitcoin itself, it's just a creation unto itself. It is there for you to use. The price movement, I can't explain. I still do chart analysis for myself, and it is somewhat been predictable, because you can see it going up, going into a triangle, breaking out of the triangle, going up, then consolidating. So you see price going up, consolidating, price going up, consolidating. And so that's what I've noticed since last year, December 2014, or I'm sorry, 2015, because we're in the year 2016. So I don't know if Brexit makes a big difference. I mean, I think a lot of people aren't optimistic about their fiat currency and their country anyway. But it doesn't matter for me, because I always have Bitcoin. I always try to get more Bitcoin as well. It's not when you get involved, it's how long you're involved. It's I think really the key to Bitcoin use, or for a Bitcoin investor or trader or whatever. If you are a holder, it's how long you've been doing this, not really when you do this. Because when I talked to my partner last time, he was saying the same things I was saying when I first got involved in Bitcoin. When finally I started creating with the creator, co-creating. And so he's a part of that now. So my partner, whether he knows it or not, is co-creating with the creator. I see him on that path where he may not fully understand, but he's going through the motions. He's doing the things that I've done, and he's coming to the same realization almost. I wouldn't say to the point where the way I realize it, but it's the same effect. He's thinking this is an early adoption right now, and he's fortunate to be involved, fortunate to have Bitcoin. So, it's not when, it's how long you've been doing this. That's the key. So what else has been going on? I guess somewhat cryptocurrency related. I don't really keep up with Ethereum. Ever since they're gonna do a hard fork, soft fork, some kind of fork, I really haven't been paying much attention to anything after that, and the DAO as well. After that whole debacle, I can only say just give it 3 years, and then after 3 years start looking at it, do some research into it, see how it works, and then probably in the 5th year try to get involved somehow, either monetary or or some personal or physical involvement. But that's for everything I do, for the most part. So that's that. There's apparently seems to be a lot of attention given to a new platform called Steemit, which again, I just don't get involved until after 3 years. After 3 years, I'll do more research. Right now, I'm just hearing about it. It's hard not to if you read the news and you read people blogging, quote unquote, and creating content, quote unquote, about Steemit. It's hard not to know about it if you're up to date on things. But if you ask me, I'll give you my honest opinion on it. It reminds me a lot of, because it's internet related, it reminds me a lot of the dot-com days back in the early 2000s, where people were getting paid or trying to be compensated for just going to the website or buying something from the website. Companies were selling, computers below cost and all this other nonsense and bullshit. 16 years later, they're not around. The business model didn't make any sense. The whole model was based on the fact that the value of their shares, quote unquote, shares of the company, would be worth more than it is now. And it sounds familiar. Instead of shares, you could just put your tokens. The value of the tokens will be worth more in the future than it is now. And that was their business model, that somehow magically the price of shares of their company which they were giving away to all their employees for coming and working here, and all this other nonsense and bullshit, future compensation. They would be compensated in shares, um, and sometime in the future, something that hasn't happened yet. Okay, it was just a carrot to be put in front of these people, the investors, the employees, all that, to get them to go there. Just to go there and work there and go to the site or be users or other users of the platform just to go there. In the end, all that does is bring greed, greedy people, incentivized only through monetization. No true believers. That's just my opinion. That's my opinion. But people who are taking advantage of this, good for you. I mean, that's what you're supposed to do. You're supposed to take advantage of, an opportunity that benefits you. But as soon as that opportunity, that benefit goes away and it's gone, what do you think is going to happen to that site? What do you think is going to happen to that platform? And the internet is somewhat interesting. It relies not on what you can sell or how much of what they make. It relies on a user base or traffic. And a lot of internet companies put emphasis on user base and traffic. I don't know how that equates to, that only equates to advertising. That's all it does. For advertising, marketing purpose, selling of your information, all that other bullshit that people don't like. That's been the working business model so far. How is Steemit going to change that? I don't know. Only time will tell. But I'm just not going to go there yet, or even at all. It's not even been 3 years. So, anyways, that's my honest opinion about Steemit. The things that I do in this physical reality with Bitcoin and co-creating with the creator, bringing forth the new world, that keeps me busy enough. Everything I have, everything I do, the source of all my income, everything I have, my purpose in life comes from the creator. As long as I just keep doing that, I don't have to worry about anything. I mean, that's how I feel. As long as I keep true to myself and I continue on the path that has been laid out in front of me, never straying away, never being deceived, being led astray, never being eventually killed for what I'm doing, I will continue to achieve my goals. So that's a kind of commitment that you have to have in order to bring things into reality, to make it real. After all, this episode is called Bitcoin in Real Life. And so I moved away from being in front of the computer all the time to physically going out there and creating the new world. And it almost seems like the revolution's beginning. I mean, you can almost sense literally you can, just as thick as this fucking fog is here in San Francisco, the sense of revolution is thick in the air. You can literally cut the thickness of this revolution with a knife. It's so intense right now. It's almost scary. It's almost scary. Anyways, this concludes this episode of Bitcoin in Real Life, San Francisco. Feel free to comment, like, dislike, even do a video response. Until next time, stay tuned.